welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on the room that I'm currently sitting in. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for subscribing if you're subscribed, and don't forget at the end of the video to like this video if you like it and to share it with your friends if you found it helpful. For those of you who are new here and haven't seen my other videos about this topic, I moved into a house last year that is in pretty poor condition. We're just renting it, so I can't make any permanent changes, but I am trying to beautify the whole house, just working with what I have, which I know is true for a lot of people. Most of what I'm doing for this front room is renter friendly. There's a couple things that I wouldn't recommend, but everything that I'm doing in this video would be a renter friendly option for someone who needs it. With the exception of one janky thing that I did. But I use a lot of command strips in this, so command strips are going to be your best friend for a project like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, here's some before video of the hallway. It needs to, at the end, match what I do with the gym, which I haven't done yet here, but I have done in real life. It definitely took me a very long time to get this video out, but as you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can actually see this, but the wall is pretty splotchy right here, so I want to make sure that I'm going to paint it another coat of white, at least on that right hand side right there. Also, this light I'm going to spray paint black because I do not like that color. As you can see, here's some holes that I had filled. I'm not really sure why I put this in, other than to complain about how all the holes that there were in this house before I moved in. I'm being really complaining. Here's the next step. All right, so we started by moving all the furniture and other movable items out of this room. As you can see, we are very athletic. We also tend to move with the grace of 1,000 gazelles. Couldn't tell if you knew that. Side note, this thing is very full of bugs and gross, if you can't tell by my disgusted face. I am going to be very honest. I recorded this 2 months ago. I already have new hair that faded out in the time that I am putting this video up. But you know what? We get to see my struggle together. I just broke this. Okay, well, I'm going to paint around this thing. It's just on the command strips, but apparently it's on way too well. This thing is never coming off the wall. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Oh, okay, I'm painting around this. I feel dumb, but oh well. At least it's white on the wall behind us. Well, while painting, me goes and cleans herself off. Current me will explain what bathroom me is doing. So I guess it's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm cleaning off that. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm cleaning off that light fixture the best I can. And then apparently I'm doing a craft in a different room. Man, old me that cut this video. I don't know what I was thinking, but I will, as a side note, let you know that this rope thing took like 4 hours or something, and I don't recommend it. But to be fair, it did turn out good, and I'm using it for my umbrellas. Some tips for spray painting: wipe it with some rubbing alcohol with a lint-free wipe. That way it will get all of the dust and dirt and oils off before you spray paint it. That's not the only thing you should do, but since this piece wasn't really going to be touched after I put it up, I wasn't too worried about making it here properly 100%. I just wanted to make sure that it would be able to sit there untouched for several years without flaking off, and I think I accomplished that. All right, so here I'm just using the tape to make sure that I get a straight line, and I'll level to make sure that that straight line is level. So I just put this tape down. This is like a moon, and I have all the stages of the moon that I'm going to put up in a row, like in order, and they're all hooked on the same way, and they all have like little screws that go with them. So I just gotta drill the holes in the wall, and I'm gonna use this as a guide to make sure they're level. And the reason that I put this thing right here is just to show me where the edge of this step is that steps down into the living room, because I do not want to go past that, because I feel like it's gonna look weird. So I'm gonna put all 6 of these. I think there's 5 or 6. I'm gonna put all of them on this one spot, and that is right above where the shoe bench is gonna go. That way we can hang coats and purses and all that kind of thing there. This is for sure a janky way of doing things, but in order to measure properly and make sure everything was centered the way I wanted it to, I just put a cross in the middle, and then I put a cross in the middle of that cross, and then I put another cross in the middle of those crosses, and basically then I had some sort of like grid, and then I just made sure that I measured like the distance between them to have 5 total. Now, I'm sure not everyone would do that in their head. There's probably easier ways to do this, but in my brain, it made a lot of sense. And let me know if it makes sense to you, or if you think I'm crazy. I would love to know. Maybe I invented a new thing, and maybe I'm just insane. This is the piece that I'm gonna do first. This is the little screw. I screwed into the hole. At least this is, I'm assuming I'm correct about this. This is the only thing that makes sense. So I'm screwing it into this hole, okay? I hammer this anchor into the wall. Okay, this is like a standard anchor. And then you screw in. I'm gonna have to do this one by hand. Usually I'll have a regular screw that I screw in like a shelf or something, but this is just like a screw. So I'll screw that in by hand, and then voila, I have this really cute little moon on the wall. And then I can do the rest. So that's what I'm about to do right now. This window cling was extremely hard to put up. There was no way I was going to do it with one person, so my wonderful husband helped me put it up. And you'll notice that his hair is dyed since earlier in the video. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, so we took like 20 minutes putting this up. But I do recommend it if you don't have too big of a window at one time. Otherwise, you need 2 people to help you. It was kind of annoying. But now that it's up, it looks really pretty. So, we finished the door earlier today. And it is now nighttime because Teri moves very slowly. Mm-hmm. So, I have all of these. These are, it looks pretty here, but that's not their final resting place. I have all of these. They're going to hang from the ceiling. Mm-hmm. And then I finally had finished putting up these. This one wiggles a little bit because I messed it up. But it'll hold the weight because there's an anchor in there that's split. and because it's split, I'm not worried about it ripping out of the wall. And then if you follow me over here, cameraman, I have these little dangly things that I'm also gonna hang from the ceiling. They were only this long, so that's not nearly high enough to hang from the ceiling. I mean, look at that, like that's barely long at all. So I added different lengths of chain to them earlier today, and then they're gonna go like in front of the mirror to kind of decorate the mirror and add a little bit more interest. Okay, so we measured to get the middle of the mirror. And now I'm gonna go a little way away from the wall and drill it in. Drill a violet hole rather.
Put your hands to hold them.
I'm sure this would be easier if I was doing it in a wall. It's also hard to do this without falling down. It comes right out.
Yeah, we don't want to use that. We're gonna have to figure something else out.
Glue it in. So I problem solved and used Gorilla Glue because I don't care if this ever comes out. So hopefully it's not a nightmare in the morning, but yeah, that is exactly what I did. For the rest of the ceiling stuff, I was smart enough to use ceiling command hooks and rubbing alcohol. Make sure that you spray the rubbing alcohol onto the paper, rub the spot on the ceiling or the wall, wherever you want to place it, let it dry, and then you can place your command strip. Then you're supposed to let it wait for a while, but I never do that. But it is advised. It's the next day, and I just posted on Instagram a poll. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna respond because I don't have very many followers on Instagram. So if you want to be part of that kind of thing, if I post in the future, go follow me on Instagram. But I posted a poll asking about opinions on how to hang the vines, if I should leave some of them hanging down or if I should just leave it just on the ceiling, what you guys thought about it, because I keep having indecision. And so while we're waiting for people to reply for that, I'm gonna hang a couple other items up on the ceiling. I'm going to put up the light now that it is all dry and beautiful and black. And I'm going to hang a couple other pieces on the wall. And then I'm going to kind of like lay all the command strips out. Probably do that part off camera because it's really boring. But yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. But anyway, let's get started. How's that? The nasty stuff got in my hair. Oh, look how nice that is. It's a boob light now. I didn't realize this. Okay, so I'm hanging this cute little box up here. I think I'm gonna hang my masks and things like that in here. Maybe spare keys, that kind of thing. I wanna put it up here. I'm trying to decide exactly where to put it, but, oops. Okay, well, the marker I used was too pigmented, so now it's on the wall. Oops, LOL. So, anyway, if you're wondering how to get the spacing right on things such as this, where it has one on each side, what I do is I get the painter's tape, or some other tape works too, but yeah, I get painter's tape, and then I kind of feel with my hands, mark that area, and then I can take it right off and then put it on the wall. And in this case, the very, very top of the painter's tape is the wall. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure where I want to put this. I think it's up here like this, but maybe down here is better. Let me figure that out. I'm gonna double check to see that it's level. Yeah, it's level. So I was at Target the other day and I found these really cool hooks. I don't know if you can see them in here, but they're supposed to take the place of these kinds of little hooks. Is it focusing? You can kind of see, I think. It's supposed to take the place of these and be an all-in-one sort of thing. So let me show you what they look like. Okay, so this is what they look like. And you are supposed to, you can nail it into the wall and to where this little doohickey sits flush to the wall. I don't know if I'm covering this very well. Okay, and it'll sit like that inside the wall, I believe, and be a lot more sturdy for your picture. So it'll be able to hold a lot more weight. So I decided to do 2 of these instead of anchors. They are supposed to be able to hold, okay. It says these can do 15 pounds, assuming you put them in the stud. This thing, I don't know, probably weighs 5 pounds maybe, I'm not really sure. So with both of these together and us only putting lightweight things, I think that should be plenty. So that's, I think, where I'm gonna put it. It's gonna be like eye level with me. Push longer pointed end into desired location on wall. Push? Push. Okay, interesting. Not nail, push. All right, well, it says push, not nail. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It really does push. Interesting. I think I'm still gonna nail them for good measure. Looks good, feels sturdy. Now I gotta rip this off. Well, does it match the rest of the wood in this place? No, it doesn't. Is it cute? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm leaving it. I hung most of these little danglies, and I'm really, really liking how it looks, but I need to adjust the heights of a couple of them. So I'm gonna go add some length to a couple of them. I really like where this one in the middle hits, and I really like where this one next to it hits. Like, I think I like this whole half right here, this right side, but the left side, everything, like that one on the left-hand side, all the way at the left, is too short. And then this one, I lost for a couple days, and I need to go add some length onto the chain right now. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll have them all up and show you the complete. I think I'm happy with all of the heights. It's funny because there's 7 of these on here and it looks like a lot more than that just because of the mirror. On film especially, it looks like that. In person, it definitely looks a lot more like obviously a mirror. So anyway, I am now, not very many people responded. I had a couple of responses giving me opinions on this floral leafing, so I think I am gonna leave some tendrils down. And I just don't know exactly where yet. So I'm gonna try to do it like straight across rather than how I have it now, which is like diagonal. I just don't feel like the diagonal's working like I saw it in my head. So I'm gonna try to go like straight across, almost in a stripey sort of thing, and see how that goes. Okay, I did some things and I don't think I like it. Here is everything as a whole. I'm not 100% done finagling yet, but you see all the tendrils that I put down? They just look weird. Like, everything looks weird on camera. I don't know what it is, but like that part I haven't like set yet, but it still looks stupid in my opinion, which is the one that matters in this case. And then this is the first thing that I did, and it just doesn't look right. And everything else at the top looks pretty good. One of them kind of fell down, so it's really low. But like, I hooked with command strips this whole area right here, and it just looks stupid. And I don't know entirely why. The door looks really cool, but I really think I'm gonna have to take those off and just add a couple more strands to this area and move on. So I guess with this decision, all I have left is to get rid of the dangly parts. The little dangly parts are cool. I don't mind those. Like, you see how they have like just a little hanging down maybe to the mirror, and I'll just tuck those behind the mirror, I think. And then these, like this stuff hanging down, I'm gonna get rid of that crap. So I have, after I do that, I'm gonna do that off camera. But after I do that, all I have left is I have a little wall hanging I'm gonna put here that I'll show you when I do it. And then I have a rug. And then we should be basically done, right? I think so. Unless there's something else I find that I don't like, but yeah, we're almost set. I bought this rug for what I swear is way too much money, in the hopes that it wouldn't A, slide around, and B, would be washable. Now, we're actually not that dirty people, and we haven't been going around in the mud, so I haven't washed it yet. I don't know how it holds up in the washing machine, even though that's what it's supposed to be for, but it does tend to shift around a lot as we walk, which I am not a big fan of. I am very excited about this. I prepped the wall earlier. It's gonna go right under that middle moon. So I am finally done. Been working on this all day today. Can't wait to show you tomorrow what the final looks like. All right, guys, that's all I have for this makeover. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it inspires you to do not necessarily something similar, but just to do anything with your own space. I know not everyone likes decorating their space, but you're here watching this video, right? So please share this video with your friends, like it if you like it, and think about subscribing to the channel if you haven't, because if you made it this far in the video, I guess you like something, so you might as well subscribe and see if, I don't know, see if I put out more stuff you like. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching again. It means a lot to me. And thank you to my two roommates, my husband and brother-in-law, for making sure that when I fall down, like from the stepladder earlier tonight, that I haven't broken my neck or other body parts. That's a story for a different time, I guess. Yeah, anyway, I'm kind of just babbling at this point. Thank you so much for watching, and if watching this video inspired you to do something with your own space, I would love to know all about it. So you can either DM me about it on Instagram, or you could, you know, just write it in the comments for everybody. I love sharing design ideas and love decorating, obviously. So I would love to hear all about it. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.